one of the largest expenses that we have in life is taxation. And through having a plan, we can actually mitigate a lot of those tax expenses, but we can also make sure that we have enough for ourselves, for our loved ones, all through our lives. Um, a lot of people think that their finances are very simple and that they don't need a plan. Um, if somebody has a very simple situation in their life, what's the advantage of them actually sitting down and formulating a plan for themselves?
Okay, yeah. There's a few things to unpack here. Um, the first thing you mentioned is that I think some people might have or maybe I'm going in a different order, but some people might find that their situation's simple. And sure, it might be simple right now, but again, as they go through those life changes, they may need a plan. And it's very, very important to have that advisor with whom you have a trusted relationship with when the need comes. Because when the need arises, usually there's emotions involved, there's a bit of a time crunch in many cases, and that's not the time to go and find out who that trusted advisor is and try to build a relationship with. So having that in place already is a very good place to be because there's somebody you could turn to. Um, Going back to your earlier question is, taxation and the power of compounding. I think a lot of people underestimate the power of compounding and what it could do for you. So we see this a lot of times with the younger people who think, retirement's too far out and maybe they could wait. Anecdotally, I see a lot of 45-year-olds, 50-year-olds who come and see us and say, we wish we met you at age 20 or age 25. I haven't seen a single one of them that came and said, I'm glad didn't waste my time working with a financial planner until, I, I was in my 40s or 50s. So that just doesn't happen. And small changes early can have very, very large effects later on. So the sooner you engage in this process and the sooner you set your course toward your destination, the more the chances of success, the less compromises you'll have to make later on. If you wait too late, it's going to be a very big shift for you to correct your course and, end up on the destination you'd like.